welcome to another video. Today we'll take a look at the Pelikan Ineo or Ineo, I don't know, I have no idea. So this was one of the pens. First of all, let's talk about the cap. This thing, it doesn't have a clip. It has only this, thing on the design that I think that it's very nice. I like it. It doesn't let the pen roll, a lot at least. It stops. And I like this one. We have the Pelikan logo on top, and we have a very nice finish. I love this red color. It feels very nice. Nothing on the bottom. The nib was actually a medium originally, but it's not anymore. As you can see, I have customized it. I customized it, and the reason was that when I got this pen for the first time, I thought that it had baby's bottom, and the reason was that it wasn't writing. And I started, working with my micromesh pads to eliminate the baby's bottom. That I think that it actually was never there. I think that the actual problem was the feed. The pen was out of the box, hard starting and skipping. I took out the feed, I washed the feed. The problem was not going away. And then I started working the nib itself, and the problem again was not going away. The good thing was that there was a lot of material on this nib, like there was tons of material, and I took quite some of it, but still it's enough there. And the pen is writing, yeah, you can see the material at the tip. So how I found out that it was the feed? Well, while I was working on the nib, on the tip of the nib, the problem was not going away. It was still skipping and hard starting. And I thought, what now? No. And then I had this idea, and I took out the feed, and instead of washing it, I carved it. I took a razor blade, and I started carving to make the main channel a little bit wider. And after that, actually the pen was working properly. But then I have taken so much material off the nib that it was not a ball anymore, and I said, you know what, I'll try to create something of my own here, something like a stab-like thing, but not exactly a stab. I'll curve it a little bit, and I think that now it's more like a medium to broad, maybe even broad, not stab, but it's stabbish. I'm not sure. You'll judge yourselves. And it takes the Pelikan cartridges, and it doesn't take a converter, and I don't like that. I would like to take a converter. I mean, not having a clip is one thing. I don't care about the clip, but not taking a converter, I don't think it's nice. Anyway, still, I would love this pen if not for the bad experience out of the box. And I'm not the kind of guy that will, return a pen, especially at this price. If it was something expensive, yes, of course. But if we're talking about a $15 pen, 16, 17, I'm not sure how much it was. With shipping costs and stuff, it might have been 20. I'm not sure. Anyways, it's a beginner entry-level pen. It's cheap, so I won't bother, especially because I live in a far away place that I have to order everything from the web. I won't bother, returning a $20 pen. I will just, or fix it or throw it away. So I think that I actually did well on this one because it was, a first time for me that I found this problem on a pen, and I wasn't even calculating that it could happen. I don't know how this could, happen, and what kind of problem the feed actually had. Maybe the plastic was disfigured because those little plastic feeds you can't see actually in the main channel. It's so tiny and small, the actual channel. So perhaps there was something in there that was not dissolvable by water. Here we have the Pelikan. The Pelikan logo on the nib. I forgot to show. Anyways, if this pen didn't give me so much trouble to make it work, I would love it. And maybe you get lucky if you get one. I think this pen is very nice, but I just had this experience, and it's a personal thing. So it might not be for everyone. Pelikan Ineo. This is something. So I don't know. I won't call it a medium anymore. It's more like a broad, and it's very wet, as you can see. And this is not about the feed, because now after that, I thought that it was so wet because I widened the channel, but actually this feed is not the one that I carved. Is one from a Jinhao replacement that I had, and it fits perfectly fine. It works perfectly fine. But this is not the original feed that I carved. This is a factory-made feed, and it's not this wet because of the feed. It's this wet because of the grind that it's mine. And I think that this might be even, I don't know. No, it's a broad, I think, not a double broad. That would be too much. But I think that this is a broad, and maybe it's stubbish. I don't know. No, I don't think so. I think it's both ways thick. It's both ways thick. But for someone that would like this, wet feeling, it's fun. It has some fun. So it's very, very wet, very, very smooth. Maybe it's even a double broad. I don't know anymore. Yeah, and when I tried it before, I wrote custom here because I don't know how to call it. Maybe it's a double broad. Maybe. Or simply broad. But I don't think it's a medium anymore. I wouldn't call it a medium. It's quite wet. Pelikan Ineo. Let's call it custom. I don't know how to call it. And here I put some pressure, so you can see that those are not so. And here I put some pressure also. So if you go light on it, it's not so. No, it is. It still is. But anyway, it was a pen not writing out of the box, and now it's a pen writing, so if I wanted to make it, thinner, I could, because now I know how to do it. I have practiced a lot, and I have rendered useless a lot of nibs, cheap nibs, so no worries. And if you're doing those things, I strongly recommend that you do it with cheap nibs. that if I wanted to turn this into a finer line, I could. I know how to do it, but I don't dare doing it because I don't know. It's fun. It's fun. It's different than all the others. It has some. I don't know. This pen now feels unique this way. I don't dare to change it. I don't know. But anyways, that was my story with the Pelikan Ineo or Ineo. Some people that think that getting a pen out of the box and not writing, it's fine, and we should give some breathing space to the manufacturers. I don't think that it should be like this, especially when you buy your first pen. This was your first pen from a manufacturer. This was my first pen from Pelikan. Why had it to be a bad experience? Do the guys at Pelikan think that when this happens, you're about to to go out there and buy a more expensive Pelikan model? If you have the impression out of your experience that they can't work it out with a cheap model, that they will do a good job with a more expensive one. What's the logic? I don't know. And that's why I think that there's so much praise about the Metropolitan and the Japanese in general, and the Tuzo also came flawless out of the box. You just picked up one and writes great out of the box. No washing, no carvings, no grindings, no nothing. And I think that's a big deal. I mean, I'm not against European workers or European companies or manufacturers. I'm not against my own people because I'm European, but I have to tell what I see here, the actual thing. And I think that in Europe we have to fix our quality control with writing instruments. I don't think that we're as good as the Japanese, and we have to fix it. That's all I'm saying. And my favorite pen is actually of a European make, and we'll see later which one it is. And with the pen I had that it's my favorite, the entry level pen that's my favorite, which is not this one. I had huge issues out of the box. Actually, with the first two pieces I bought one. I thought that it was just a one-time thing, and I didn't even return it to the retailer. I just bought another one, and when I got the second pen out of the box, it did the same thing. And I'll not speak anymore about it. We'll talk about it, in another video, that I'll talk about this specific pen that is actually my number one pen from the entry level category. Anyways, that was everything about the Pelikan Ineo and my experience with it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.